It's recording.
Okay. Okay. First step with this is you're gonna set it up just like you would on the normal pack frame. Put this through. See how much we struggle with this for this video. Okay, so then you put it like that, and that's going to connect to the bottom of your pack. So then repeat that for the other side. Pause. Then for these ones on the side, this is going to be your shoulder strap, lower strap. This is going to come over here, just on the inside through this hole. Like that. Just make it so that it lays flat and looks like it's not going to rub on anything sharp, like that. Repeat for the other side. If you want to pause it. So this is not designed for this pack, so you need to make sure that you try to make this sit as evenly as possible with what we have. So what you're going to do is you're going to cross these around the edges, and right now you just want to try to make it so it's centered. So instead of it going like parallel like that, you want to take both of these side straps that are in the horizontal position and cross them. Like so. And then you repeat that for the other side. So just make sure you finish up both sides. These are going to stay loose while we do the vertical straps, and that's just because it'll make it easier to be able to run the vertical strap properly. Pain in the butt. Okay, so now these vertical straps, you're going to pull them out from underneath this this retaining strap for this in the stock configuration. You're going to put it around this middle bar like this, and then I tuck it back underneath here, which will help keep it positioned like so. And then I run it up through here. Pause it. So then after you pull it up here, then I like to tuck them up underneath the cross straps, and you have to bring this over the top here, and you tuck this in and loop it through as normal, but there's not a lot of material here, so you have to get it as tight as possible, because this is really where the load is going to be distributing into the frame. And what I do for this, since there's so little here, afterwards I will run a stitch with you can use any kind of sewing needle, but if you have like the pack repair kit that they sell at the Gear Aid pack repair kit at the MCX, you can use this, and then you can just run basically like one single stitch through it, and then that'll prevent this from loosening up while it's tucked into the pack. So I'll pause it. More or less, once it's tight like this, then you're going to run 2 stitches from here to here, or sorry, not from here to here, but just from this strap, from this top strap into this bottom strap, and that'll just prevent it from moving. And then once you go to remove this and turn it back into SIF, you just cut them loose. This doesn't have to be really neat. You're just putting a couple layers through, basically just to prevent the strap from loosening up while it's in the pack. This is also optional. You can risk it for the biscuit. I've run it without one, and it's been fine, but I haven't tested. The way that mine is currently set up is with the stitch, so that's why I'm setting it up like this. Pause it. This is pretty rough. It's just literally like 3 loops through here. It's enough just on the back side. You can see that there's a few of them too. And it's basically just so that this won't loosen up and pull through the D-rings. So this is what it should look like once it's tightened. These up here, these top ones, you want them to make sure that they're pretty tight, because they're kind of like up on this radius, and you don't want it kind of easily pushing down. When you tuck this into the pack, everything's going to kind of stay tight anyway, like inside of the what do you call this, like the pocket. So it's not super critical, but you definitely want to make sure that this stuff is as tight as you can get it, because it will loosen up over time. So we'll move on to the hip strap now. For the hip strap, there's no vertical area to attach it to the frame, so you're going to just run this through right now. You don't need to tighten it, just put it in there. You're going to end up probably adjusting it a little bit to where it feels like it's secure, but zip ties are going to be holding the center strap centered, and then there's going to be one strap. This middle strap will go around this metal bar here. So go like this. Make sure this is the correct orientation, like that. And then bring this around. Like this. And then you'll use zip ties next. Pause it. So you're going to want to use these thicker zip ties, because there's going to be a certain amount of strength that you want to have in here. You also probably want to pack these in your pack, especially if it's cold, because these could potentially break in the cold. So you zip tie the center strap that you already closed like this on either side of the horizontal strap. And then this is going to go down a little bit. So. And then do this loosely right now so that you can kind of adjust. Okay, pause it. And then once you tighten those, you'll then do one vertical strap. that will loop around this bottom strap, this horizontal strap, go up, and then zip tie between both the upper strap and the lower strap, or the upper zip tie and the lower zip tie. And that's just to keep it so that it's around it. And that's keeping this vertical strap, I don't know if you can see this in the video, it keeps it centered on this horizontal strap so that it doesn't move side to side. It's really important to make sure that when you cut these off that you try to get it as flush as you can so that there's not any sharp edges. So either use a sharp knife, which I don't have right now, or use a set of side cutters. Your multi-tool wire cutters probably aren't going to get it as flush as possible, but probably using a knife is going to be the best way to do this, or a set of side cutters, or a set of scissors that are really good. Additionally, you want to tuck these the ends down so that they are not going to interfere with your pack. This one can stay up here. So that's the way that'll look for right now. Next step is with these side straps. You're going to tuck them through the this large buckle that's on the side of the Alice frame, parallel. Make sure that they're evenly distributed, and then you're going to bring them through that center hole that you already put your strap, your shoulder strap through. You put them through flat like that and like that. And then on the inside, you'll tuck them through just like this. And I've tried crossing these, and crossing them I don't think has a benefit, and I think it's better to keep them parallel. So the upper strap go to the upper buckle, and the bottom strap go to the lower buckle. And the lower buckle is down here. And I think I also split underneath this bar, this bar here, and I use it like this, and that keeps it centered on the frame as well. So once you do that, you want to tighten up, or put the other side, like leave these ones loose, and then tighten up the other side to make sure that the hip strap remains center on the frame. So after you get it tightened, like so, it should look like this. I tend to put these straps through and then pull them tight, like this. You can tape these afterwards so that they don't look fly away. Like that one needs a little bit more tightening. And then once that's done, I want to make sure that this doesn't twist too much. Like there's a normal amount of movement, which is fine, but you don't want it making any kind of crazy movements that it feels like it's gonna come off of there. This feels pretty secure. I might want to try to tighten this vertical strap a little bit more, which is going to take a little bit of finagling, probably with this. See if I can just pull that tight. It doesn't really do much, but since I'm just trying to make sure that all the straps are tight, that's the last one that I'm really kind of concerned about. But generally the hip strap is now attached like that. So again, just make sure that everything looks tight. Nothing looks like it's rubbing on any sharp pieces of metal. And then you move on to putting it on the pack. Okay, just like putting the normal frame into the pack, you're gonna just proceed the same way. Bring these up. Also, I forgot to mention that I installed these before we started the video. This really helps to be able to put your assault pack on the top of your pack. And a lot of these top boards are missing buckles like this one is. So make sure when you're at SIF that you get these little dingle ends so that you can attach your assault pack on the top. Otherwise, you'll be struggling. And in TBS, we tend to actually do that and walk through the woods with it. So you run these through, just like so. And it fits in there perfectly, like someone designed it for it. Just pull it tight as much as you can. Some of these straps you might need to kind of like tuck in there. Make sure this pops out just so that it's not on your back. Like that. And then you start to work on installing the straps from the pack into the back part. So this one is just a yib-yab strap. You tuck it through like this, and since it's going around a pole, it's going to be a little bit tighter, but it will fit. Getting it out is another story, but you'll be able to get it out. Just don't cut it and be a dick to the next person at SIF. Like that. Then down here, same thing. Gonna run this through here. This one on the other side is another one, and so same thing. Do this one loose, and then do the other side, and then center it so that it's tight between both of them. That looks pretty. That looks pretty centered. Then down here, you have another yib-yab, and on the normal frame, it just tucks through a little like a little slot. So for this one, you're going to use a zip tie. And you'll come around. Oh yeah, so you tuck the zip tie in through here, like so. And you'll go around to the other side with your zip tie. And then tighten it like this. And same thing with this one, you want to cut the end off, make sure it's not sharp. This one might actually bite you, just like that. Repeat that on the other side. So if you missed it in the last one from another angle, tuck it through, put the zip tie through, around the other side. And put the tighten it up. Then the final step on the bottom is just like on the FILBE frame. You take these straps and then sink them down. just like that. Now you want to make sure that everything kind of feels tight on there and that you didn't miss anything. Make sure this is centered and tight. That's on there good. Obviously, you're going to make sure that you hook up your breakaway straps like that, and then tape up your flyaways. Make sure that you buckle here, buckle there. Cut the ends of your zip ties off, and you're done.
We'll cut that. I'm gonna give it the fucking 1,000-yard stay.
I didn't know you were still